This is the web series Fuhdeloveuhbim, promoting Barbados, everything Bajan Canadian, and everything Canadian Bajan. Welcome to another episode in the web series Fuhdeloveuhbim. I am your host, Consul General Sonia Marvel Carter. So much has happened in the past week. Last Sunday, a Barbadian stalwart on the cultural scene both here in Canada and in Barbados transitioned. Alex Waithe was not only a cultural icon in Canada when it came to promoting Barbadian artists, promoting our music, our way of life. He was just so much more. The outpouring of love and memories on social and traditional media have been overwhelming, and Alex is deserving of a full tribute. Therefore, in the very near future, Fuhdeloveuhbim will dedicate an episode to Alex Waithe and his immeasurable contribution to everything Barbadian. As you know, this is February, and while February is known for many things, not the least of which is my birth month, of course, but February is also Black History Month. And I encourage us all to teach the children the rich history that is ours as Black people, and not just this month, but every chance we get. Before we move on to our feature for today, we must have the birthday shout-outs, of course. Starting out the birthday shout-outs is none other than our very own DJ Niterider, who celebrated on January 31st. We know it was not the best birthday, having lost your friend Alex Waithe that same morning, but music is our medicine, so we hope you were still able to celebrate through your music. And these greetings are coming from all of your family and friends, both here and in Barbados. I remember last year when we were able to attend your birthday jam in person. Different times, but we hold on to those times coming again. Next, we have Shirley Jane in Barbados, who celebrated on February 4th. And these greetings are coming from your Uncle David and Aunt June, along with all of your Barbadian and Canadian friends and relatives. And guess who also celebrated on February 4th? This little cutie patootie Demarius. Now, little DJ turned 2 on February 4th, and these greetings come from his mum, Brittany, who we greeted only last week for her birthday, his godparents, Susan and Malcolm, and his great-grandma, Arlene, and the entire family circle, both here and in Barbados. And look at those eyes, aren't they mesmerizing? He gets those from his mama. And finally, we are shouting happy 25th birthday to my little cuz Tara in Pickering, who will be celebrated in a couple days on February 10th. These greetings are coming from Mum Laura, Dad Patrick, and the entire family circle, both here and in Barbados. Love you, baby girl. Enjoy your big day and stay safe. Today we will feature another Barbados association in Canada, the Barbados Ambassadors.
Hi, my name is Andrew Conliffe-Lane. I am the president of the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada. The Barbados Ambassadors of Canada is a registered nonprofit company formed in November 2009. It was the brainchild of Mark Hoyt, and the original members were members of the defunct Barbados Sports Club, which was a sports club that was in Toronto for many, many years, specializing in the sport of soccer. Shortly thereafter, we were joined by some other members, and we have been contributing to the charitable events and causes around, mostly in Canada, Barbados, and in the West Indies as well.
So Andrew, can you tell us then about your mission statement, your goals, your objectives, and who would be the recipients of any of the funds and so that you would have raised or you are raising?
We started with a very targeted recipient of our charitable events, and that was the Anthill School. We chose the Anthill School because of what it represented, and that was making sure special needs children in Barbados were prepared for the adult working world, academic and vocational skills. The BSC donated funds to this facility, this school for facility enhancements, as well as sporting equipment. Another early beneficiary of our charitable efforts was Crystal Emmanuel, a track star and Olympian for the Canadian national team. And this sort of fell into the mission statement of the Barbados Ambassadors reading part, to provide a social atmosphere for members of the West Indian diaspora living or working in Canada to learn, teach, and embrace the culture of Barbados, and to assist youth in sport and education. In recent years, we have mostly concentrated on the sports and education part, whether it be supporting sports clubs that visit or supporting sports clubs in Barbados. Some of the activities that the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada has participated over the years, and one of the bigger ones in the early days in 2011, shortly after we were formed in 2009, is the Toronto Carnival under the band Spirits of the Caribbean. We also annually put on a family day. This is a free event where it held in Markham, where we just come out and it's like an old-fashioned picnic where everyone is welcome to come and play games and just enjoy the music that is played by a DJ in a park. We also used to put on something called Spring Bling. This was just to break the winter blues. And the last one we did was Heroes Day, where we sort of had a theme around the heroes of Barbados. Our main fundraiser is our annual boat ride held in July, and we have consistently sold out on this boat ride for about 3 or 4 years now. One of the main shows we used to put on is an independent show featuring performers local and from Barbados. So some of the names you may recognize that have performed for us: Susan G, Red Plastic Bag, Gabby Griner, Mr. Dale, Biggie Irie, and a few more. But we decided to stop this about 3 or 4 years ago, when it was decided that it's better to have one large independence event. And we contributed to that and participated in that going forward. We also did a lot of special events for cancer patients, where we would target these events specifically for persons suffering with some medical need and give them aid with these targeted events. The beneficiaries of our funds are diverse in Toronto, in Barbados, and we also contribute to causes in Canada as well, which benefit the West Indies. As I said, we do the Ann Hill School, so not only we provide funds for some of their special projects, but lately we've also, because of COVID and the need for laptops, we provided them laptops. We also contributed to the Rotary Trust of Barbados last year. They were doing their basket of goods distribution project. Verdun House, which is run by the Substance Abuse Foundation for their solar project. Golden Rock Community Resource Center in Pinelands, Paradise Football Club with equipment. The Barbados-Canada Association donating to assist persons stranded in Toronto. Tropicana Community Service, which is a large community organization. What we do for them, we also sponsored a family this Christmas in need. And normally for them, we also allow people with whom they assist to attend our independence event free of cost. We also allow Bajan students to attend the independence event free of cost, as we consider it is important for students studying in Toronto to be able to attend these events, to meet and form friendships and bonds and connections. One of the things that we also contributed to is the CDOA, which is the Commonwealth of Dominica Ontario Association, who had a large hurricane relief effort, and we contributed to that when the hurricane affected Dominica. We also partner a lot with the Caribbean event, and we consistently donate to their Christmas toy drive and their annual fundraiser. One of the things which was new this year is that via the consulate, we donated to a Bajan family for Christmas. It's sort of like a support family for Christmas. And this was facilitated by the Barbados consulate.
The association seems to have been doing quite a bit, and it has been beneficial not just to Barbadians and Caribbean persons, but Canadians as well, it would seem. You've been making donations throughout. So can you give me an idea as to what the makeup of your organization is like in terms of the numbers of persons that you have now as members, the gender composition? Are they all Barbadians or Caribbean people? Are there Canadians as well?
Currently, the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada is run by a committee of 6 people, and it is made up of 4 men and 2 females, and they are all of Barbadian descent, and most of them were born in Barbados. The Barbados Ambassadors are made up of younger people if you compare them to some of the older organizations in the Toronto area. The Barbados Ambassadors, over the years at their events, have attracted a younger clientele. And the persons who attended these events and who are now younger than the current management committee has demonstrated to us that they would like to assist in some way to make sure the organization continues on the track that is at. And therefore, as the current leaders of this organization get older, that we will have a younger audience and younger people who are willing to come forward and assist us, learn from us, and carry on our work in the organization.
Oh, so you have a great succession plan then, Andrew. That's wonderful. Not a lot of organizations have that down pat. You seem to have it very well in hand. So how has the pandemic affected your organization and you being able to carry out your mandate, your projects, your plans, and so forth?
Well, Sonia, as you would know, with all the organizations, all of us have been very greatly affected as far as our events are concerned, which is our main source of raising funds. One of the things which the Barbados Ambassadors put into place early on is to make sure we have some sort of reserve to make sure that we can still support our causes as we have done throughout the years, and annual causes that we have supported throughout the years. And therefore we had a reserve in place to make sure, although we could not make a full contribution, at least we could make 75% contribution of what we normally do. And this is something which the committee put in place, as you never know what will happen. It was mainly put in place because sometimes there are projects which come up which we would like to support, but were not in our budget. So that reserve really helped us when the effects of the pandemic came. In 2020, even with the effects of the pandemic, the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada was still able to make contributions to the Ann Hill School, Rotary Trust, Barbados in their basket of goods drive, Verdun House, Golden Rock Pinelands, Paradise Football Club, the Barbados-Canada Association, Tropicana Community Services for the family Christmas, supporting a family at Christmas. And also we had supported a Bajan family via the consulate, facilitated by the consulate, and also the Caribbean event toy drive.
Can you give me an idea now of what you would need? What does your association or your organization need to continue with its mandate going forward
Moving forward, to continue our work, what we need is to make sure that people in the community are aware of what the Barbados ambassadors do, who we contribute to, and also that when they attend our events, that they can be sure that 100% of their donation is funding a project that is worthwhile either here in Toronto or in Barbados. All of our members are volunteers. We try to keep our committee small and efficient. And although we don't have a membership, we do have a strong email list and following of between 400 and 500 persons.
Andrew, is there anything else that you would want to say, questions that I may not have asked, but something that you would want to leave with the community who's listening to this or watching this?
Anytime any organization thinks there is a need or in the community, the Barbados ambassadors are always willing to help. We do many one-off situations where people ask us to contribute to a worthwhile cause, and we are willing to help. And this could either be in Barbados or in Toronto.
And if you want to reach the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada, you can email them at bac2010@live.ca. You can also follow them on Facebook at Barbados Ambassadors Can or on IG, Barbados Ambassadors of Canada. Andrew, I want to thank you for sharing the work of your organization with us, and we look forward to our continued collaboration. As we learn about the work of the various Barbados associations, those of you who have been thinking about how you can give back to Barbados or get involved in charitable organizations, you now have a myriad of options and opportunities. I encourage everyone to assist in whatever way you can and in whatever area you can. And feel free to reach out to us at Fuhdeloveuhbim@gmail.com if you want to get in contact with any of the organizations we have or will feature. And before we go, you know I could not leave without mentioning the other thing which February is known for, and that's love and Valentines, of course. One of the members of the diaspora is putting together a special Valentine treat box. So for all of you in Toronto who want to give your Valentine a sweet treat, check this out. So if you're in Toronto and you want to support this Bajan entrepreneur, order your Valentine treat box from Resh's Pieces. You can WhatsApp them at 647-907-5947 or check them out on IG, Resh's Pieces, for your Valentine's treat box. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. But remember to keep wearing your masks in public, stay 6 feet away from persons where possible, and practice good hand hygiene. Let's all do our part to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Join us next week for more information, more birthday greetings, and more interesting happenings, all for the love of BIM. Stay safe.